Hey guys, what's up? NPS3D here and welcome back to yet another excited Element 3D tutorial. Today we are going to recreate this effect using Element 3D and After Effects. And if you following me from last 2 years, you know I am creating an art on every Christmas from last 2 years. On screen you can see and they are pretty good. I know I love it, you love it, and you know public love it. So I thought why not we should create another art for this Christmas as well as for 2020. So here we are. So let's get started the tutorial after this NPS 3D intro. So first I shoot this footage. I will put a link so you can go there and check it, download it in case if you don't have, in case if you're not able to, record. So I'm going to make it available for download. So let's drag and make it a new comp. Then simply you should pre-comp it. Just come over here and just add a mask. Try to cut this whole screen frame by frame. You can use Mocha if you want. And I already covered this step in around my 2 to 3 video, so I'm not going to do the same thing, but simply you can just add a mask here and go few frame and you can just adjust the mask. You can change it to the none here so you can see it. And once everything is done, so I done it, and now I will come back here and first I will make it to the additive. So here you can see now I will apply a 3D camera tracker, but I want to select few frame, not I want to do for the whole frame, so that we can speed up our workflow very fast. So let's suppose this is our footage. Now let's apply simply 3D camera tracker here. Alright, so tracking is finished. Now simply just select the area and just create new solid and camera, and done it. Now let's create a new solid and let's apply Element 3D. And now I'm going to press Ctrl Space, and this is FX Console. You can directly go to the Video Copilot and download this plugin. It's free. And now search Element 3D and apply. Let's go to the pre-comp, and here I will make it to the none so that I can see the whole screen. Go to the Element 3D, go to the scene setup, and here is a tough part. I mean interesting part came. So first let's create a box and make it smaller, point to here, point to here. First let's change the anchor point bottom so that our scene is start from the grid. Now I will increase the Y direction, Y size to 6, and this is good for now. Let's switch back to the wireframe mode, and now you can see because we are going to rotate, twist this model, so that we need few more segment in this area. For fixing this issue, what you can do, here is the option for size segment. You don't have to increase the X and Z, you only have to increase the Y, and you can see this is too good. So let's suppose I want 50 is pretty good. Let's back to the shaded mode and hit OK. Now first let's drag this on the screen. So I will go to the group 1, create null, and now I will press P and press P on this one as well as, and I will copy the position and I will paste it here. So now this is completely tracked. Let me switch back to this so that we can just test this. But let me orient it little good way. So change this to something like 30 maybe. Y is good. Maybe Z is also Z is also good. So let's go like this, and we can also change it later if we want. Pretty good for now, I think. Go to the scene setup again and let's create solid. This is gonna be our plain solid, which will be our background or phone screen or anything which you can imagine. Make sure two-sided, and also select the material of this plane and make sure this is drop back faces checked on. And let's drag this screen into the group 2. Now let's go to the group 2 and create a group null again, and let's copy the position of this solid and paste it on the group 2. And again I can copy this rotation and paste it here, so I can simply make it 30 here and minus 11 here. Good or not, we'll check it later also. So press S and down the scale little bit like this, hide this solid and let's check it. This is not good, right? So let me adjust it little more good way like this. Now I will copy the same rotation properties and I can just go to the group 1, press R. So I think this is good for now. You can see this is pretty good. This is how we do it. Let's go to the scene setup again and you can just change this position little bit, just a little bit. So good. We can also scale this value in lighter also. Let's create our tree or the Christmas lines which we created completely with Element 3D. So go to the group 1, go to the particle loop and here is an option called deform. So first let's enable the taper and increase the amount. So I cannot see this area, so what I can do, I can go to the custom view so I can see it better. So here you can see what's going on. We are tapering the top area, so let's put it 0.6 maybe, and we can also change the origin, maybe offset this way. Perfect. Let's go to the twist option and enable it. Now we want to twist the Y section, so we will twist it, not too much, just like this way, around 220 or something like 270. And if you are facing any issues on the edges, you can just go back inside the scene setup and you can increase the segment. So this is pretty good for now. Go to the active camera and now what I can do, particle replicator, and I will change it to the ring. So now I can increase it to like 9, 8, 7, something like that. And one more thing, the size is pretty big for now, so I can down the size to somewhere around 5. This looks good. Then I can also increase the size randomness if I want, so let's don't go too much, let's apply 5. Then again go back to the deform. First let's down the shape scale so they are closer, and then I can go to the now I'm going to tweak some few settings which perfect for the scene which I already did it, and this comes after a lot of experiment. I mean not a lot of but few experiment. I got the right value which suits for the scene which I was creating. So let's do it. So for the phase Y I will make it 1 and press 5 here. Then in the orientation I will press 3 on the X value and 57 here, and then 4 here, and then minus 0.3 here, then minus 2 here, and then 0.4 here. So you can see we got something like this. I can down this shape scale value to something like this, down this twist value to something like this, and I can experiment a little bit. Right, so this is pretty similar with which I created. Let's make the scale little bit bigger and let's increase the amount of lines. You can see the possibilities are very much which you can play and do. After a lots of tweaking, these settings works perfect for me. You can experiment a little bit more if you want more, but this is pretty good. Now what I will do, I will just go to the group 1 and just make it little down so that it will just go back inside this plane. I will go to the Element 3D and I will go to the render setting and let's apply ambient occlusion. And if your graphics card does not support ray traced, go with SSAO. Let's increase the contrast, let's down the gamma, let's increase the distance if required, or you can just down it. Let's down the spread 0.85 and almost good. You can also increase the BIOS if it's required. So this looks good. Now let's apply some textures and let's create the base. So what I will do, I will just go to the scene setup again and let's first make this box little bigger and wider like this, I mean which covers my whole phone correctly. And here you can see the orientation is a little bad, so I will just correct it little bit. Then I'll go to the Element 3D scene setup again, and let's create some boundaries. I used a motion design 2 beams, so select anyone and just create the boundaries. So let's suppose I want this one. Make sure this is the same group. So now you can see, now it's covered my fold font boundary. It's looking good. Now let's create a gift. So go to the scene setup. I downloaded this model from Sketchfab. I will put a link so you can go there and download it. And I'll make this gift in another group 3, because I want to spread it. So first let's create a material. So I will just open this gift and I will hide this material and just drag it in a group 3 and make a personal group for this gift. Now let's create a material and apply here, and let's create another material and apply here. So for this material, maybe I will make this white is good. Let's add some reflection just a little bit and just make sure this is use diffuser color check down and increase it. Just make like this. For this one, let's make the basic setting to maybe this one is red, add little reflection, and same for this one as well as. Perfect. Make sure this is spherical, and let's duplicate this model. And now let's duplicate this material, red one, and let's apply to this model, or drag both out of group and they are still in a group 3 but they are individual. Select this material and make it maybe green, which represent the Christmas. Let's duplicate this material and duplicate this gift again, and this time select this one and make it something like purple or perfect. Hit OK, and now go to the group 3. Let's create a group null first so that we can just drag this. So press P and copy this position and paste it here and rotate it 45 degree, -13 and -2, something like that. And let's go to the element 3D, to the particle look. First go to the particle replicator and make it like sphere or ring, something like that. So let's increase the count and let's down the scale or increase the scale. Go to the particle look and make it something like 3 and increase the random size randomization and increase the count like this. Perfect. Now let's go to the particle rotation and you can increase the random rotation. Go here and add a keyframe on the randomized rotation and make it something like 2. And if I will play, you can see they are rotating, which is pretty good. Now I can also play with the scale of XYZ. So I want to make like this, and then I will go to the group 3 and place it here, this, so that it will like pretty good. I can also down the scale even more, so maybe I'll make it 2. Looks good. I can also increase the number of count, but it's good for now, I think. And one more thing you can do is go to the particle replicator and here is an option called scatter. You can also scatter it more. So if you want to scatter in a y direction, you can just do it. So let's suppose just like they are flying. Also I can add scatter in every direction. So this is our animation for this whole thing. I can also add a zero. They will not look like symmetrical. Perfect. Now let's work for this tree model. So here is a 2 thing, man. First, let me show you all. I am the one who create tutorials with very detailing. So first you can do is just duplicate this model 2 times. So fine. Let's create a new material and apply to this box, and let's make this to red and do the same thing which I did with this one. So that what I can do, I just duplicate this material and apply this box and duplicate the white one and apply it to this. Now you can see it should change what's going on. Go to the scene setup again. So let's make them both box in out of this group. So now you can see few lines are red, few lines are white. This is the first method. The second method was just create a new texture, which I already did it. Let me go to the texture menu and here let me show you what I did. First I apply fractal noise, then I just scale the width. Here you can see scale the width and make sure this is in a block section, and then I applied coloroma and apply a few color. This is the basic thing which I did for texturing. So I'm not going to recreate that thing. Let's drag the texture here, go to the element 3D and go to the custom layer, custom texture and load the texture. Go to the scene setup and let's select this box and let's drag this texture here. Same for this one and make sure this is white. Perfect, pretty good. Now select the material, or you can just apply the same texture on both. Let's duplicate the white or make one with this parameter and this pattern and one with white. So that will look cool, one with white and one with this parameter. So for this material first, let's select it, go to the illumination and increase the intensity of the illumination little more. Go select this white one and increase the intensity again little bit more, like this way, and hit OK. So pretty good. What you can do more is you can just select this box, go to the UV mapping and make it box and make it 2 by 2 like this way. If you want, you can just do it like this way also, or you can select this model, go to the UV mapping and you can just play it. You can see you can just play it. If you don't want to make it like that, you can just play it, like you can make it like this as well as. So there is no limitation. I'm showing you all the control which you can do. Here is one issue I am facing. I am seeing like the yellow is not completely yellow. So you can also do some color correction to fix it in further also. So this is the idea. One more thing, you can just create a new sphere and make it, you can also down the segment, so like this way, or make it no smoothing. Optimize mesh checked on, you can just down the dimension and make it in a group 4. And you can apply some, just apply the same white material to this one. You can just duplicate this material and just duplicate this white material, and I can just make it red and apply this one. I can also again duplicate the sphere and duplicate this material and make it green, purple, whatever, which color I want I can do, make it, and then I can go to the group 4, create a group null first. First thing first, you should do it many times. Just copy the position and paste it here, and then go to the element 3D, go to the group 4, and you can just make the particle replicator to spherical, and you can increase the particle count like this. You can go to the particle look and down it to 4 or 3, something like that. You can just, these are simple things, man, which you can do easily. Believe on yourself, which is the best and great thing. If I want to see it correctly, I can just go to the group 1 and hide the group 1, so I can see these. Go to the group 4 and let's push it little up. So let's rotate it like this. Go back to the group 4, scatter, and scatter these things. Let's enable the group 1. You can scatter even more if required. You can see the particles going on. You can also add a keyframe and go to the very end, and you can just make it like this way, like they are floating. And you can also add a keyframe to the rotation of this tree. So go to the group 1 and here is a rotation. You can do it like this way, or you can go to the particle look and there are particle rotation for individual lines. So this will give you a different types of look which you can do. But for the Christmas purpose, I am going to rotate only the y-axis like this way, Perfect. Now let's go to the texture, and the yellow not look good to me. So what I can do, I can select the element 3D, apply a selective color, and let's go to the yellow. I mean choose the yellow one. Let's increase the yellow amount. I can also down the black, down the cyan. So now this looks completely yellow. Let's go to the scene setup one more time, and let's select this one, which is our base. Let's go to the material, go to the procedures, let's go to the ground, and the thing is you can do anything. I mean you can apply any texture to this plane. Make sure this is 2 by 2. You know how many times I told you have to change the textures. If the texture is not good, you can just tile it, offset it, or you can just change it like this way. So let's check this one. This looks good. Even you can spread the grass all around if you want, or you can just go to the starter pack and there is already a grass available. You can use that one if you want. So I'm going to use my own, and I will go to the starter pack, and here is a grass which you can use it if you want. I'm going to use only the texture of that grass, and I can select this and go to the illumination, and it will bump it like this way. And if I change, I can change it to the another color if I want. So this looks good. Go to the grass OBJ again, and let's add this grass as well as, and apply the same material and increase the size. And if I want, I can just place this grass anywhere in the scene. I can just duplicate it. I can also use particle replicator to do this all step, but everything is on your hand. If you want, you can do it. You can also select few grasses, and you can just down the scale to make them a little random. So this is the thing which you can do. This looks very good. I want to remove grass from this section. So this looks good, and you can also add some rocks if required. This scene looks good, and I can also apply the same material like this material to this. Looks good. Hit OK. And you can see this is full on Christmas. I can go to the scene setup, and I can load a different HDRI which shoots our scene a little good way. Fine, this is okay. I can go to the render settings, physical environment, and I can just down the gamma or increase the gamma. I can increase the lighting influence to 50, and this whole thing looks good. And if required, you can add another light, but I'm not going to do that. This looks good to me. Here is a issue. You can see this is you can place it here. Pretty good and good looking, and if you don't like the texture anytime, you can just double tap and make it like this, or change it anything which you like. And you can also lock it here and go to the texture and make it here, and you can just go here and change it anything, and you can just check it real time. So let's suppose I want this one. This looks good. What do you think? And don't forget to leave your comments, your feedback, because it's motivate me a lot, because I am doing something, and if you like, it's good for me. Let's go to the scene setup again. I want to darken the boundary a little bit. I want to darken it a little bit more, so I will duplicate this model, and I can just down the diffuse color and just apply it, or maybe I can just down the illumination part like this way. So first I will paste into every model so that I can check or change it later. So this is little darker. Fine, this looks good to me. And you can also use more grasses to spread all around the scene. So I want perfect. The whole scene looks pretty good to me. Now let's select Element 3D, go to the scene setup, and let's pick few things for the final adjustment. First, I'm going to select every beam and make sure this is spherical. I can select the gift and make sure they all have the same thing. I can select both these things and make sure they are spherical as well as. And last thing, the sphere, they are spherical as well as. You can also select the grass and make them spherical if you want. So I want. There is also option for the group. You can just select this one and make it spherical. The whole group will be spherical, but I don't prefer this thing. And there is an option called super chat, which you can use to just give us few bucks and help us. And there is also, you can also be a part of our community by joining the join button on YouTube, and you can also support me on my Patreon page. And the scene is too heavy now. Let's hit OK. And because now it catch the reflection, the scene is heavy than before. So now I can just duplicate this Element 3D for the final thing, and I can just select it and go to the output mode and make it illumination. And now I will apply Deep Glow, which is a paid plugin. I'll put a link so you can go there and check it. And I can down the exposure a little bit, increase the radius, go to the normal and make it to the screen. And you can, this is before, this is after. If you want to don't want to light these grasses, you can go to the, make sure you are in illumination, Element 3D, go to the scene setup, and you can select the grass material and make it don't too much like this. So you can see this is the idea how I created my scene, and I will make a preview and I will show you. And you can also make this lights little more, this object little more shiny. So I will select this material and maybe I will increase the illumination amount little more. And hit OK. And now you can see they are lightening up. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and once you are ready to render, don't forget to enable the samplings, and also don't forget to enable motion blur for your scene, because your objects are rotating, they have some animation, so you have to enable it. And you can also add a new adjustment layer on the top. And let's apply a selective color first, and let's select the red one and increase the black value, or increase the black value to make the red darker. I can down the cyan value. You can just play and check it. This is the pink one, but I want the red is pretty good. I can select the green value. There is a green one. Make it darker. You can just control it little good way. Just select the yellow. So this looks too good for me. The last thing, I can also apply a curves effect. and I can apply a curves on everything, and I can also apply a one more curves here which is on our background, and I can just down this, just down the highlight segments, and then I can again come back here and just add a blue here. Let's red add here, maybe here. Pretty good. The color collection looks too good for me. And if you think your object is too sharp, always you can apply fast box blur here on the element 3D if required. You can just do it, like just make it 1 or just make it 2 and make it iteration 1. Make it 1 here as well, and copy this value and paste it here before the deep glow, and good. Let's make it 0.5, and in the end I can also apply a unsharp mask, and I can also add a noise effect and make it 8, and this is how I do it. So alright, I hope you enjoy the tutorial, and on screen you can check the preview. I like it a lot, man. So alright, happy Christmas, Merry Christmas to everyone. Thanks for your love, thanks for your support. I am NPS3D, and we'll see you next time. And you can also download this project file on my Patreon page. The link will be in my video description. So enjoy your weekend, enjoy your month. Merry Christmas again, and see you then. See you again. Bye bye.